Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again with another reaction for you guys. Today, guys, of course, we are continuing Harley Quinn, the animated series. This is Season 1, Episode 5, being Harley Quinn. Now, last episode, really fun to watch. It really was. To me, I think it's my favorite episode so far of the show. Out of the first 4 I've only seen, so who knows. It may get toppled again and again and again, but I really enjoyed the last episode a lot. Ended with Poison Ivy getting evicted, which means Harley Quinn and her team that she's built, which includes now King Shark, which is really interesting. I like his personality, but then, of course, drop of blood from Robin's nose when he was nose bleeding, of course, turned him into a fucking shark, as what he was supposed to be, but, you know, he's a pretty chill guy, trying to help out some technology stuff. It dealt with Nemesis, and the way they were handling it was kind of funny, especially at the end where Batman's talking to Robin, like, you know, I didn't have a Nemesis until I was in my late 20s. He's like, oh, come on, I don't want to talk about this. Like, well, you want to make sure it's special. Talking like it's a relationship, like, they got a hit for, what was his name, Tommy Tomorrow or something on that Meet a Nemesis website where Harley Quinn signed up for, and he only wanted to have fights with a Nemesis on a weekend. Like, they're playing it like it's a dating thing, which is pretty funny. And then we had that talk show, which they took Robin to, and he's like, well, you know, I'm a sweet potato pie, or whatever they called him, and they overheard him like, oh, Robin, should he be grounded? Because he lied, because he's like, Harley Quinn's my nemesis on that show, which Damian wouldn't talk like that, but, you know, it's supposed to be all in fun. I like all the cameos in the last episode, too. It's got me really excited for the future of the show, because I've heard there's a lot of other characters that pop up. I like how it's a Harley Quinn show, and that's the main focus. And we're focusing around characters surrounding, of course, Harley Quinn from the comics, and how they're establishing it in the show. But they throw in all these other characters within the DC universe to incorporate them in their own unique way for the show. I like that a lot, because this show could easily just be a Harley Quinn show only specifically focusing on Gotham characters, but yet they're expanding like crazy. Like, every episode there's somebody new popping up. You're like, holy crap, like, that's awesome. And they keep on growing and growing and growing. And I'm excited to see where we go from here, because from what I keep hearing from people, the show is just amazing, and it continues to get better. And I'm excited to see the continuation of the show. So I'm going to stop rambling now, guys. Let's get into episode 5. Let's go.
Next. The last tenant, Mr. Freeze, did a number on the place, but the castle is perfect for a supervillain's lair is a reflection of who they really are. So, who is Harley Quinn?
That's a hard question to answer.
Yeah.
You got us uniforms? Ooh, Suicide Squad? Is that our name?
Ugh, it's a group that keeps trying to get me to join.
I don't want to run lines.
You know what? Why don't I come back another time?
No, sorry, don't go. Don't go. Look, it's just Joker made the big decision.
He's going around putting shirts on everybody.
Questions, maybe that'll help. Worth a shot. Harley, I can't help you until you tell me who you are.
I don't know. I don't know.
Dr. Psycho. Yes? Can you fix her?
Can I fix her?
Can I?
Of course I can fix her.
Yeah, but
I'm
say.
just gonna slip inside. Now everyone hold hands and squeeze your butt cheeks together.
Okay. She's still frozen like that.
Dr. Psycho.
What an ugly baby I have birthed.
How can Harley be in here if we're in Harley? And if Harley...
Oh.
Yeah, I wouldn't think too hard about brain logic for the next 20 minutes. I think there's something really screwed up about me.
I want to say this in just the most loving way, but there's no way that this is just occurring to you now.
No, I mean screwed up on top of the regular screwed up. And skipped over Joker pushing me. What? I did it again. See that?
Whoa, that's weird. It's like a piece
Yeah.
of your memory is missing.
This is my origin story. I mean, it says so
Origin.
right here. Look, your origin story is how you become who you are. If it's screwed up, no surprise I am.
Perfect place for a family. Jesus Christ! All right, the place isn't ready. You'll come back.
It's not ready, it's not
tomorrow.
ready, it's not
Why
ready.
aren't you moving? Tomorrow, okay?
Are we trapped in here? You need to tell me right now if we're trapped in here.
Seems like it.
Freak the fuck out. What's gonna happen to my plants, man?
Are you lost, little girl?
No need
Careful.
for tears, Munchkin.
I'll help you find your way.
Ah!
It thinks we're intruders. And yes, if we die in Harley's mind, we die in real life.
Well, that's not creepy at all.
Elm Street rules.
That is really creepy.
You know, in a way, it's almost like comforting to...
Looking through the eyes of another. Now it appears we're playing by Being John Malkovich rules. Another suicide cult. We'll burn the bodies in this old furnace,
Oh, yes. There's the sun.
What's Jewish like? Perhaps things is really common.
Excuse me, but am I the only one? Harley, welcome to your subconscious.
Step right. Guess your Wi-Fi password. Walking in security.
Everybody spread out and just look for the emergency exit, all right?
Oh, they found him. Run! Yeah, they can just run upside down like that. Fun.
Follow me. I know the way.
Sorry you didn't get that Machina you were talking about, but at least
Who's that?
guy showed up out of nowhere to...
Oh my god, it's 11-year-old Frankie Muniz?
Hi, Harley.
What?
He knows my name. I could die.
Yeah, this isn't creepy. All those times you stared at my poster in your bedroom, I was staring back.
I knew it.
Take care.
I think that's really Frankie. I think that was really him.
Remember the glitch in my origin story?
Oh, so you think it's like a repressed memory or something?
Right, and it's on that island.
Oh, well then we gotta go.
And what did I just say about going to that island?
What did I just say?
If I go down, I'm taking all you little shits with me.
God damn.
That was not the plan.
You sure?
Oh, you guys. Let us know. I love you, Frankie. You're my baby.
Well, hello.
Hello.
Frankie Muniz.
Oh my gosh.
Frankie. When's Daddy done with his business meeting?
Jesus.
If you violate the restraining order again, Mr. Muniz will take legal action.
And rise as Harley Quinn,
Rise.
my beautiful creation.
Okay, look, here it comes. Here's when that piece of shit pushes me in the acid.
If you love me, then jump.
No!
Whoa. Are you okay?
This whole time I thought he pushed me. The
Forever.
hard pass.
Yeah, what?
I said no.
What?
But you have to jump. You can't change this.
My real origin story didn't happen here. It happened in your lair. I wasn't wearing this costume, and believe me, I wasn't saying you were a dream come true. I was saying, go fuck yourself.
Harley, stop
Harley?
nonsense.
I know you think you
I named you.
You got Harley Quinn out of Harleen Quinzel. Nice work, genius.
Oh.
You didn't make me, Joker.
Nice.
I made myself.
But you can't change your memories.
Did not.
Apologies for the disguise. I had to go native to thwart Harley's younger demons.
Oh, we're just glad you're alive.
And two.
They're still alive. Damn it.
Damn it.
So I did what any good citizen would do. I brought you to a dead mole and heated you up with an
Her lair. What she was looking for. There you have it, guys. Episode 5 of Harley Quinn, the animated series, being Harley Quinn. I wasn't expecting this episode to be what it ended up being. I wasn't expecting it to be mostly revolving around being in Harley's head, because she has like stage 4 or something, brain freeze or whatever, and she's like just freezes in place, like, or whatever that face was. Just a weird face. But the question kept coming up because she's trying to find a lair. Because essentially they're going to get evicted, and I'm guessing that Poison Ivy and Harley are just going to find somewhere to stay with the rest of the crew that are part of Harley Quinn's thing. Which, by the way, the Suicide Squad thing, that was pretty funny. Like, having the shirts and King Shark's putting their shirts on everybody. I think it was King Shark putting the shirts on everybody. Yeah, it was him. He's putting on the shirts as they're in the middle of the conversation. He just coming up behind them and just putting a shirt on. Here's a Suicide Squad shirt. Here's a Suicide Squad shirt. And then she has a freeze, essentially, where she just freezes in place because the question's being brought up, well, who are you? Like, because we can't find a layer for you. Like, why'd you become a villain? Who do you admire the most in terms of a villain? All that. And they go inside her head, which it's good that Psycho's there, to go inside her head. And everyone did. They look at the origin. And I think it was interesting, and I should have saw this coming, but it didn't really click in my head. But when they were looking at her origin, which I consider the birth of Harley Quinn, that's what I coined it as during the reaction, that they're both, so Joker and Harleen are standing on top of that rail, that little walkway rail, and there's an opening for her to jump in, and it glitches to her already falling in. There's no shot of Joker pushing, and it was glitched, and she's like, oh, that's what it is, because, I'm so, like, and then they find out there's an island that's where suppressed memories are, which Frankie Muniz, which that was just a weird thing. If Frankie Muniz was there to save them, kind of weird, but okay. But they go and find the suppressed memories, and they realize and find out Joker never pushed her in. She did it herself, but she had it suppressed in her head, and to believe Joker was the one that pushed her, that she had no control. She's the one who gave the control to jump in, to do what she did. And it's like, and that changed, but then she went in, which I guess it makes sense because it's a TV show and it doesn't really matter. Like, there's no actual laws and physics to this show, really. I mean, they all went inside her head and were communicating with Harley within her head. So yeah, it's already breaking all the rules. And they made a little meta joke saying, well, you know, don't worry too much about brain stuff for the next 20 minutes, referencing the episode length. But she went into her own memory as her origin and flipped it, and it was actually when she betrayed Joker early on in the show, and that was her origin. He's like, I gave you your name, Harley Quinn. I was at Harleen Quinzel. Harley Quinn. He's like, well, no, you took that from Harleen Quinzel. Not really a genius move, but yet that's still your name. So, you know, there's that. But still, she flipped it to where her origin is not her choosing to jump in for the Joker. It's actually when she betrayed the Joker. So that was pretty interesting. Seeing little versions of Harleen going after them like demonized forms, going after all of them. And of course they had that thing where it's like, if we die in here, we die out there, which, like, that old guy who's the tenant of that freaking apartment where Ivy was, and some random woman, I think we've never seen her before. We're gonna burn their bodies at an old abandoned mall, and it tied back in because the opening of the episode had really nothing to do with the rest of it till the very end, where she has her own lair now, and apparently that old guy is now part of the team sometimes, which is okay. I don't know, but I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed how goofy this show is at times, and how there's just things they reference that you go, oh, okay, because the Suicide Squad thing, that something I never really thought of, like, would they reference that? Because I know within season 2 of Harley Quinn, they reference release the Snyder Cut. Like, they have, like, a troll guy, apparently a part of an episode or a couple, I'm not really sure, but, like, that was the thing that went everywhere, because they referenced release the Snyder Cut via Harley Quinn show. The show referenced Suicide Squad. It wasn't the exact title, but then she's like, oh, they're always trying to get me to join that team. Like, it's a reference to the movie. Clear as day, that's what they're trying to do there a little bit, it seems. But yeah, I think this was a very different type of episode. It really was. I really enjoyed it. I like the fact that they just said, fuck it, and just going to go inside Harley's mind and see some of her memories, see some of her suppressed memories as well. And it really focused on them, like, being together as a team, essentially, working together. Because so far up to this point, Poison Ivy's just been kind of on the sideline, letting Harley try to build her own team and help her out. But now it feels like they're all going to be working better together because they had that experience of being in Harley's mind and actually working together to get out of the situation and actually escape before being burned alive, which they were still technically alive. But I like the old guy showing the apartment while they're all knocked out in there, and he's like, you forgot the baby, and he pushes the stroller out, and he's like, another cult, another suicide cult, or whatever he called it. Like, apparently this has happened before to him. But I'm really curious about this layer, because they have the abandoned mall. That means they have all that space, or are they just going to use the common area, that big open space that Harley was looking at? But who knows? I'm curious to see how they're going to turn it into their own thing. And it was nice to see a little bit of a reference to Mr. Freeze's lair, because they showed that, like, with the last owner of this place, Mr. Freeze. So where's Mr. Freeze? Oh no, but apparently there was this lair there. It opened with that fake death of that guy being dropped in the lava. That was pretty funny. And once again, it's like the last episode, they were having it to where that talk show and the way they're going about Nemesis, treating it like a relationship, it's like they treat it like it's everyday things, because it's Gotham and it's the DC universe and it's the Harley Quinn show. Like, it's not like a big thing, like, looking for a lair. Like, they had a woman, a realtor, trying to offer Harley Quinn a lair, an evil lair, because she's a supervillain. Like, it's just something that you would never see traditionally in an animated show or a movie or in the comic books. It's just something that they just don't do. But the fact that the show is just over the top, it's goofy, it's silly, they can do it because it just works. It just works. There's no, I don't know. But I really enjoyed it. And I think that was Frankie Muniz who voiced himself there. I think that was him. But yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. And I like the fact that her suppressed memories is Arkham Asylum. It makes sense. It really does. So, what'd you guys think of this episode of Harley Quinn? Overall, had a great time watching it, but I'm curious to know what you guys thought. Let me know in the comment section below, guys. I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out.